tonight's show. Tonight's show is sponsored by EtchAndSketchGlassworks.com.
Etch and Sketch Glassworks is a family-owned and operated business specializing in custom artistic sandblasting. Their team of talented artisans possesses over 30 years combined experience. The quality of their craftsmanship is second to none, as is the personal touch that they add to every project placed in their capable hands. Whether it's home decor, or custom barware, the marking of a notable event, or crafting professional-looking promotional items or merchandise, they can help bring your ideas to life. If you can envision it, they can help you create a distinctive expression for any occasion or style. Etch and Sketch Glassworks. Life's short. Have a blast.
Oh boy. I'm dropping stuff. It's all over the place. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Jim, Chelsea, thank you for showing up. Shelly, thank you. Oh, oh boy, what a start of a show. Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. I can't wait. We got to get Tom Geist on here. I want to tell everybody that coming up real soon, we're less than 60 days away from the Inferno Fest. Please, if you're a hot sauce producer, salsa, barbecue sauce, any kind of vendor that you want to be in the Taste of the Heat Inferno Fest, that's coming up October 22nd. Please get a hold of me on Facebook or on email and so we can get you registered, get you into the show. And did you see I'm running a little behind? I don't know what's going on. I'm doing crazy tonight. Tom, I gotta get you on. Where are you at here, buddy? Let's see if we can get him on here. It's been a crazy day, and I can't I couldn't wait to get back here and get Tom on the show. Here he is. All right, get him up. What is going on? There we go. I think we got you now. How you doing, buddy? It just seems like every show just seems like it runs a little bit different, a little bit more something here or something there. We just have so much fun, and we got talking here before the show, and we're running a little late, so I really appreciate everybody jumping in with us here. Please hit the share button there, and or copy the link and share it with somebody. We want to get everybody watching the show here with Tom because he's got some great things coming up, and he wants to do a little giveaway to everybody. So, well, not everybody, but at least one person, right? I told you, I'm totally out of it tonight. I don't know what's going on. Rick, Brittany, Brittany's in. She's watching. How you doing, Brittany? Oh, man, Guillermo.
He's a character, I'm telling you right now.
Who's that? Me?
He's Rick Sandino. He's in there. He's about to say something really sarcastic. I can feel it. He's one of the correct I work with.
What? Now, how do you know Rick?
When I worked at the prison, he was one of the correctional officers there. So we spent a lot of nights, I would say goofing off, but killing time, if you will.
All right. So how you been doing, Tom? It's been a while since I've talked to you, and your sauce has been sounds like it's been just flying off the shelf, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a good problem to have. I mean, like keeping up with inventory and where things are going and all that stuff it's a lot of work, but I love doing it. And actually, next month that'll be a year for us. Being in business.
Really? Fantastic. And a year to be full-time at it now, that's saying quite a lot for a business that's just started in a year, for you to walk away from everything and to just be selling your sauce. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, thanks. Actually, now that I brought up the prison, it was September 28th. I quit. I
My
was actually off, and then September 29th, we launched the online store.
Nice. Nice,
Yeah,
that's fantastic, and I tell you what, this is what the Chili Head community is. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is great. We've got so many people tuning in already, and this is exactly. I was explaining to Tom before the show. This is exactly why we do Tasting the Heat live, because look at these people already tuning in, and they're part of the show. They want to know what's going on, and this is a great venue for them to hear your story, and then for them to share this with, or you to share with them. I mean, look at this. Ike just joined in. Robin, Skip, Rick, Brentney. There's just so many great people on here, and I just wish I could express the thank you I have to all of you, because this is the reason why we do this. This show would not exist without the Chili Head family that joins in every week. So thank you very much, you guys. You touch me in ways that emotionally that's just fantastic, and I just want to thank you. But and same with people like you, Tom. If it wasn't for you that wanted to be on the show and share these stories, it wouldn't work. And I just want to thank all you guys. This is awesome.
thanks. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to invite more people now. I don't mean to be rude and look away.
No, that's fine.
Everybody on there. So I've already seen a few pop up. Maybe we'll pull them over to the dark side and get them, hot sauces over the line. I call it gateway sauce because it's mild and kind of gets people into the bigger, hotter things.
Well, your mild sauce is still got some good heat to it. So if you could bring them into that, then ease them up to the hotter one. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we taste it at festivals. I get some people that they get mad because there's no heat, and other people they get mad because they're dying. It just depends on the person.
Yeah, absolutely. I've noticed that a lot. The tolerance just in a small crowd of some people can handle really hot stuff, and some people just can't handle it at all. It's kind of funny because I think they really want to, but they just can't.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you started in California, and then you got put into the military out there, didn't you?
Yeah, I volunteered. Not that old. It wasn't Vietnam or nothing, but yeah.
So you don't. So wait a minute. So what you're saying is that your baby pictures aren't black and white. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know where you got that from. I don't know. Oh man, it was right there. So, yeah, for everybody watching that doesn't know, I'll explain this joke. You can explain the daughter one later. And Mrs. Courtney, she put on a game for everybody, like a contest, and all the people in the Chili Head community. You have hot sauce owners, you got like the connoisseurs, influencers, and all those people. She was like 50 or 52, I think. And then she got all of their childhood photos, and you had to match the grown-up photo to the childhood photo. I mean, made a comment that handles would be easy because she's the only one in black and white.
Yeah. Yeah, and then everybody piled on.
I'm wondering if I got it. I sent in my guesses, so I'm wondering if I got it right. There was like 4, I think. Black and white.
Was there ever a winner on that? Because I didn't get a chance to see.
She extended it. She said Wednesday. These days are running into each other, so I think she means next Wednesday. I don't think it.
Okay. Yeah, Shelly's on watching right now. I'm sure she'll tell us because I didn't get a chance to see it. We were away all weekend long, and I hadn't had a chance to keep up with what's going on. Tuesday night, Shelly says. Okay, thank you, Shelly. I appreciate it. And then the other part of the joke is when we were in New York City. You came up and asked my wife. You said, "Oh, I just met your daughter over there," talking about my wife, and I haven't been able to live that one down yet either. So every chance you get of poking at that I'm the old one, I really appreciate that.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. Oh well. we're just don't pick up, and we'll be good.
All right,
So I just turned it up.
get back to the military. Now you're in the military. You're in Southern California.
Oh, yeah, 2003. That's when I left for boot camp, and uh, let's see, graduated, then went to MOS School, Virginia. Then we got stationed. Well, I posed on boot leave, so after boot camp, I was on leave, and wh- oh, Brittany just said my mom is watching. Hi, mom. Uh, so then uh, we got married shortly after I got to my duty station at Camp Pendleton, and we spent 6 years there, which is Oceanside, California area. And that kind of ties into our story of loving that taco shop style sauce. I'm from Rancho Cucamonga, originally California, just up the road from Camp Pendleton. So, but Oceanside, that San Diego County area, they're known for like California burritos and just ridiculously good food. 24-hour drive-throughs, just the best carne asada fries you've ever had, or all that good stuff. So, well, that's the food part, but the the military part. A few years after that, I deployed to Fallujah, Iraq, for between 10 and 11 months, and out there, I was a squad leader. And IMOS, I wasn't an infantry guy, but it worked out where our commanding officer stood up a provisional rifle company, and they say every Marine rifleman, and he was like out to prove that. So he took cooks, he took admin guys, I was a logistics planner. Um, that's the easiest way to describe what I did. It's kind of confusing, but we were out there patrolling and actually doing Marine stuff. And I come back and I'm teaching machine gun classes, I'm teaching pre-deployment classes and things like that, and then we get orders over here to Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and that's where we decided to stay. I did 5 years over at Special Operations Command headquarters, and just love the town. There's no traffic like there is in California. The fishing's good. Um, people are well. California people are nice. The people are here. I guess slower would be a bad word because it makes it sound like I'm calling them dumb, but they're just not in as much of a rush. So it's just, I think it's just a better place for us to fit. And yeah, that's why it's SoCal Hot Sauce in North Carolina. But why I got out, I did 11 years, and we were talking about this at the expo, but I wasn't able to re-enlist. They were doing the drawdowns. Just it was the luck of the draw,
Okay.
And you hear someone gets out at 11 years, you think, man, you must have got court-martialed and kicked out. You're probably a bad person, but that wasn't the case. It was just the timing was wrong for me to re-enlist, and there was only like 7 slots per promotion and about 30 dudes, and I didn't make the cut. What can I say? So I got to rest easy at night knowing there's better qualified people protecting us than me. So I kind of just accepted that and moved on. But that kind of leads into something else I want to talk about. Me and you were touching on it earlier. Was when you I'm reading the comment. When you transition, while you're in, they're trying to pump you up. They're keeping your morale up. They're keeping you motivated. They're saying you're better than any civilian. You can do any job standing on your head. Just all that stuff. So you think that until it's time to get out, and you can't get a job. But so the only thing I was able to get was that job at the prison as a correctional officer. Hours were horrible. I worked nights and absolutely hate it. But when I talk to other veterans that are just getting out or active duty guys that are getting ready to get out, you got to be blunt. You got to tell them, the world doesn't owe you anything. Like, you volunteered. If someone says thanks, tell them thanks for saying thanks. And when you roll out into the civilian world, you got to get your feet wet at something. You got to start over. You have work ethic, you have the drive, you have the stamina. Like there's nights I won't go to bed. I'll be up for 2.5 days straight working because I'm just so determined to get something done. But when you get out, you don't have the know-how on anything else except for your military occupation. Mine have not transfer over to anything in the civilian world. So it was a learning curve to learn something else. And the work tempo, it increases so much where it's like you're on deployment again. Like when I was deployed, you pick up, you work, you're on post, everything else. You're not watching TV. You're not going out to the bar on Friday night. It's, you work and then you go to bed, wake up, work, and you might get a little sleep. That's it. So that's kind of the tempo you have to have when you get out of the military and the attitude you have to have. It's not vacation time,
Right.
when you get out. It's time to double your effort. They say we don't get paid a lot in the military, and there's people, and people are gonna get mad that I say this, but I'm gonna try to word it again and not make anybody mad. But it's when you're in, people are saying you don't get paid enough for what you do. I mean, it's risky, yeah, for the people that do the risky stuff or hard work. If you're at an office, they're working too. They get paid pretty good. And you get full benefits and stuff, but you don't realize that until you get out. And you're making $2,000 a month at a prison, and that's before they take $700 out for health insurance. And those numbers, I'm not exaggerating that.
Wow. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So you live okay if you budget your money right. You can have a good life being in the military. If I was still able to stay in, I would, but unfortunately, I couldn't. I think it was a good thing I got that job I didn't like, because now I have this. We have this brand that it was just pushing us that much harder to make it work. Yeah, I want to donate to charities. Yeah, everybody does. Once they get quote unquote extra money. When do you have that extra money? I don't know. We're still in our first year. So what I do is I donate my time, to anybody,
Nice.
Especially these veterans or someone that wants to start a business, because it's still fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
And I've seen people go down paths where I'm like, why are you doing that? Or things that I've done that I wish someone probably told me not to do it and I did it anyway, or it wasn't explained to me good enough. I've had people help me a lot, keep me out of doing dumb things as well, but sometimes we make choices without asking anybody, and we run with them, and we realize it's not the best thing to do. But starting a business, I didn't set out to do a hot sauce business. I just made hot sauce. I made hot sauce for fun, and my buddy Chaz Campbell on there, he's saying that he remembers TG's hot sauce, which was just my initials. That's just a name that we gave it to go sell at a festival just for fun, so I could get money to grow more peppers, then make more sauce and take it to work and use it on our food. But we ended up finding out that people liked it a lot. Most of them, the 4 flavors we have now, there's some that they didn't, and we got rid of those, but but starting a business needs to be something you're willing to do for fun first, for a year or 2 years or whatever. And if you're not willing to do that, well, then it's not something you should be doing. You have the option to choose any business you want to start, and don't just jump on the bandwagon like it. I'm where I want to be by any means. We're on our way, and I'm going to continue to work hard to get where we're going. But and no, James, I'm not doing a wrestling demo. My son's asleep, or else I'd think about it. But it's what was I saying? James all messed me up, got me thinking about wrestling.
Starting your own business and copying something.
If you're doing it for the money, you're doing it for the wrong. Yeah, there you go. So Tom did a hot sauce business. Hot sauce business must be easy to start because Tom's a dumbass or whatever you're thinking. I don't know. if he can do it, I can do it. And that it's true. If I can do it, you can do it. But it needs to be something you enjoy or something that you have a real big interest in. If you just like kind of like hot sauce and you start making it to make a lot of money, it's not going to work. You know, just like if I don't know, I thinking anything else other than this probably wouldn't work because I don't really have any other hobbies. Wrestling, but I don't have the credentials to really go far and coaching that. I just kind of chase the little kids around, getting them to quit hitting the wall or whatever. But within the community, so that applies to veterans or civilians, anybody. But within like the chili head community, and this is just from what I've seen. I'm still a rookie, big time, less than a year. But I have seen things that I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You want to help people out, but at the same time, a lot of people don't want help, and they don't want to listen to what you're saying, and you don't want to offend anybody, so you just kind of like, you throw like a little something out there for them, but you don't get into them because you don't want them not liking you. You want everybody to be your friend. I want everybody to be my friend. I want to be everybody's friend. But you got, just like when you're starting a business, you start, let's say, a new flavor of sauce. You got to think, okay, there's like different corners in the hot sauce industry, and there's some of them already filled, a lot of them aren't. It's not just a 4-corner box. There's a lot of corners in it. I'll use Top Thomas, for example, Voodoo Sauces. He makes one of my favorite sauces. All of his beer-infused sauces, really. The Fever Dream and the Orange Bloodline, they're amazing. And yeah. I'm a white sticky rice kind of guy with grilled chicken, and it just goes awesome on it. But like that craft beer hot sauce type deal, he nailed. I'm not going to go make a SoCal Hot Sauce Bud Light infused guac sauce. Like, it's probably going to taste gross, but like with Bud Light in there, even though I like drinking it, but he's already there, And
yeah.
So if I see people are loving that beer infused hot sauce, and I go ahead and try to copy it. I make a craft beer infused avocado or something like that. Then what happens is now that corner of the market's watered down, and I'm not going to make as much money as if I thought of an original idea, like let's say the guac sauce, for example, like Southern California style, like recipe that we've been making for, I couldn't even tell you how many years. But if I did that, now I'm going e-commerce route and I'm trying to sell online. I'm going to get buried in SEO rankings. I'm going to have to pay so much money that the cost per click is going to be so high to do any ads, because Voodoo Sauces or whoever else that's already making that product I'm trying to mimic is already there. They're already established. And even if I take it and like tweak one thing and say, oh, well, they're not doing this, they didn't put a shot of Jack Daniels in there, or something like that. You got to think, well, how easy is it for them to start doing that? And now you're going to be back in that same boat of being buried in online rankings, and just they already have the branding and the recognition, and people already know it. So they might try yours, but they want to go with what they know already. So
now, what are you meaning by ranking and as far as
so like your organic searches on Google, which
okay.
is like your free. If you typed in guac sauce right now, you would see our SoCal guac sauce pop up on the top of the search results, and we didn't pay for that. It's just a matter of having such an online presence or being there for so long, or there's different things that tie into it. That's hours long of a class in itself, but we're already there. The first couple pages will be us. So let's say you try a guac sauce or not that, because you don't want to infringe any trademarks, but like an avocado sauce, you're not going to be seen for like 3 pages,
Okay.
So you got to try to think of something that's not being done, which that's half of the battle. That's half of what it takes to be successful. Something that you've been doing for a while that you want to share with everybody. So you find out that, hey, I do this, everybody else likes it. and I'm going to share it with the masses type of thing.
Well, it seems like just within a year of you starting this business, uh, your sales have really started to take off because of your sauces, isn't it?
Yeah, they better than I thought they would for the first year. And we're what I will say is that we're not taking a salary yet. I go to school on the GI Bill. Brittany works. Um, well, I wouldn't say I'm taking a salary. We do festivals, and
Hmm.
when we need the money for stuff that's really necessary, we'll use it. But I'm not paying myself so I can go get like a new set of golf clubs or something like that. You know what I mean?
It's
But
necessity stuff.
yeah. So it's moving, and we're testing all the different revenue streams and finding out what works. I think we still need a little more time with
Mhm.
that, and then once you find what works, you lean into a little more.
Now,
And
where do you find most of your sales? Is it online, or is it at the markets, or where do you find the best for you at this time?
uh, it depends. I would say the during the festival season,
Hmm.
depending how many. If we did one every weekend, then that'd be our by far, our best revenue stream. Um, but like July, for example, we had none. There was no festivals within reason of doing. They're
Right.
either way far away. So July was like a dead zone. So that was online sales. We have a couple of distributors that'll put in big purchase orders but it's all pretty close so far. But you got festival season will end around October. We might find one in November, but then there's that big gap until April time frame where
Hmm.
it's just online, and you got to think about a couple other things, which I have. I just don't want to
That's fine.
tell anybody. But yeah, so we're still working it, and I have a good idea of what the numbers are, but I'm giving it a couple more weeks before I really total everything up, and I can say we did this the first year. I mean, like, probably compare it to those dudes on Shark Tank, and it's like, because it's always, well, what'd you do the first year of business, and I never knew what was good and what wasn't, but now I have something to compare it to, so that show will be even more interesting.
A lot of people have been commenting here that they really love your sauce. And James asked, "What is your favorite sauce besides yours?"
Oh, well, it's funny. I don't know if I want to say what I want to say because there's. Screw it. I'll say it. Two companies make my favorite sauces. Those same two companies make my least favorite sauces.
Okay.
Like least favorite where I didn't even finish the bottle. Least favorite, but I won't say. I won't. This guy. I told you, Rick Sandino. He's gonna say something inappropriate. Man, get him on. Anyway, so I'm not gonna say what flavors those are. But it's a personal thing. They just have that.
Yeah.
There's like that one ingredient that you had when you were a kid, maybe too much of, or something like that you just can't have anymore. I will say other people love those flavors, but my favorite flavors, uh, Voodoo, their beer sauces. I mentioned that
Right.
between Winter Angel and Blood. I can't even
Bloodline.
remember this.
Orange
There you
bloodline.
go,
Yeah.
orange. I call it Orange Voodoo. I was like, yeah, that one. That lasted like 2 days, and then the Aaron Molkas from Jack Jekyll's, the bacon sauce, fiery Spanish bacon.
Okay.
That one, and that'll lead into what I want to talk about. And
Well, first of all, how do you say that sauce?
um, Tocino de Fuego.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't even remember what you tried to say earlier.
No, I don't. And I know my wife is laughing at me right now because I'm ready to try.
Yeah, man. There you go. That one. Yeah, it's just crazy good. Like, I think that was one of the Jack Jekyll was probably one of the first like gourmet sauces I bought, and it happened to be the one that I don't like. but just his graphics got me. Like, the dude has crazy skills.
Oh,
And I bought
absolutely.
that with two other ones. You know, it was at Pepper Palace, which don't get me started on them. But yeah, and then I bought it, and then a few years went by, and I don't know the guy. I know of him, and I saw Bill Moore's review on the bacon sauce. You know, Tocino de Fuego bacon sauce, and I was like, oh man, he makes it sound pretty tasty. So I had to try it, and that day I messaged Aaron Molko of Jack Jekyll. I said, can I call you? Like, we have to talk. So I called him. And I said, do you realize how good your bacon sauce goes with my guac sauce? And it makes like this avocado bacon, just wonderful deliciousness, you know? And he's like, no. He's like, I'll go on and order some. I'm like, awesome. You know, he ordered it. He returned the favor because I ordered some of his. I'd have sent it to him, you know? But yeah, he messaged me like the day he got it, and some cuss words in there or whatever. And he's just like, dude, this stuff is effing awesome, blah blah blah. Excuse me. It's they just match so well.
It is.
You know,
It's almost like it's made by the same company. The flavor profiles
yeah.
match so well.
Yeah, I was telling Brittany, there's stuff when we're doing the guac sauce and the red sauces too, but mainly the guac sauce. I'm like, I want to try it with this ingredient, this spice. I won't go into details because they're in Aaron's. Like, she's like, don't you change a thing, you know? Like, she loved it. Like, we got it narrowed down, but I'm like, but I want to see what it tastes like with this, that, and this instead. And it turns out that's what he uses. So I'm like, oh, this was meant to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right, because when I first got the two bottles together, of course I loved yours because I've been using it all along, and then when I finally got the fiery bacon sauce, it was like, wow, this is the same sauce but in bacon. The flavor profile between them, it's amazing how well they match together, and they just blend so well together. And if anybody hasn't tried them, you definitely got to jump on board and try this flavor bomb of flavor. So, you know, while we're talking about that, let people know where they can get this.
Right now at heathotsauce.com, Heat Hot
Excellent.
Sauce Shop, Dylan Keenan's store. I think it's in Berkeley, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
in California over there. So
Great
Heat
people.
Hot Sauce, well, you save a couple bucks by buying the two together, and then he has like flat rate shipping at a certain price or free shipping.
Yeah.
And I think if you sign up for his the subscription, the monthly mailer for the sauce, you get free shipping. Is he still doing that? I want to advertise something.
I'm not sure if he's doing the free shipping. I know he has a flat rate, and if you order before a certain time, it gets shipped out that day. So it's really good. Hey, Aaron just dropped in. Aaron, fantastic sauce we got here, and I want to tell you thank you very much. This is amazing, and just like everybody said, the flavor profile between these two working together is spectacular. It's an amazing blend of flavor, and the pairing up that you both are doing, selling this I think is a genius idea.
Yeah, he wasn't here when I said he makes one of my least favorite sauces. I mean, hey, you gotta try them all and decide for yourself. Everybody else would probably love it. It's just a personal thing. But like, hey, he made it up to me with that bacon sauce, so we're good now. You know.
Well, he just left the room, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, he's a big dude. I don't want to make him mad. You know. Or at least he looks like it in the picture. Maybe it's just the angle. Who knows? But that's the 80-20 rule in effect. You know, like you got 80% of your income comes from 20% of your products, and that's not really true for us yet. I don't think we've had enough time for it to spread apart like that much, because we're still getting new customers and stuff, and everybody wants to try each one. So, but I think for him, that's probably going to be the case, because it's just ridiculous how good that stuff is. I'm not saying his other stuff isn't, like all his coney sauce.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, Detroit coney sauce. If you haven't tried the Detroit coney sauce from Jack Jackal, get it and order the spicy bacon at the same time. Oh, I told you that earlier. I've gone through.
Yeah,
I open up a bottle of the Detroit Coney sauce and it's gone. It's gone. I just love that.
yeah, it's great, and I think it's his graphics though.
Oh yeah,
They
beautiful.
have you seen? You might have seen what we kind of go back and forth on Facebook, uh, doing the one up thing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna post this, and we're having fun doing it. We haven't talked about it really. But it's just kind of like he'll put something up. He put um, it was like a Photoshop thing, a bottle of the bacon sauce riding a unicorn with uh, bacon for wings.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and it was done. It was done good.
It was excellent.
He doesn't know it, but I got one coming, and I'm going to try to one up that. So we'll see if I can. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have one. I think I'm gonna have a black and white picture of me with riding you.
Oh no, shooting, flexing your bicep, whatever.
Yeah, like I did with the tattoo.
Yeah, there you go. Letting everybody think that's your arm.
Yeah. That's my son-in-law.
The other one. Yeah, that's a big dude too.
Yeah, he is.
Canogator. I say Conogator, but Conogator.
Canoe Gator.
Canoe Gator. Steve. I read it that way before he told me that's what it was, so I still say it Conogator. But Canoe Gator Steve. He's there. He's got a bigger stamp for the SoCal Hot Sauce holsters.
Nice.
That he makes over there. Yep. You get a discount too. HotSauceHolsters.net. You buy one of those, you get 20% off for SoCal Hot Sauce.
Nice. He does such a great job. When he took over the company, he really did it some justice. He kept up with the great quality of them, and he's taken it to another level because the putting the stamps on there, and what a great tribute to what Mike had started.
Yeah, he's all about it. Like I said, you gotta enjoy what you do to be successful, and he enjoys it.
Absolutely.
And
Well, just like Chelsea and Skip with Etch and Sketch Glassworks. I mean, look how many people have getting their stuff through them now. Just amazing, and it seems like they're coming up with more and more stuff, and they do such a great job too.
Yeah. I've been slacking. I don't have anything for them yet.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
Yeah, I really do, because I got my I do stickers on my Yetis. Well, this is an Arctic cup. I got High River sauces too. Got that from the expo. But shoot, I put this SoCal Hot Sauce tattoo on this cup months ago, and it didn't come off. So that might be an idea. But I'll get the real thing eventually. They are cool, and that is something that I've wondered why people don't, or why they weren't doing that on the Yeti cups and stuff. It seems like it might be easy to do. I don't know, or the wholesale price on them is too high. Yeah, that's badass, man.
Yeah, they do amazing job. So now that you got the selling of both of these sauces together, are you going to look for a sauce that goes well with your red sauce?
No, I already found that the guac sauce goes good with that one too.
Well, there you go.
No,
and it does. It does. It really does.
Yeah. If the opportunity comes along, yeah. I don't think I'll put a lot of effort into trying to find that.
Right.
But I think right now we're looking at how versatile it is, different uses for it.
Right.
When people think hot sauce, they think, I got a plate of eggs and potatoes and I just splash it on and that's it. But the red, it's got some sugars in it. You can grow with it.
Right.
We mix a little oil and marinate chicken. So oil, I'm gonna get kind of into some food, but the oil kind of brings up the flame and caramelizes those sugars on the chicken, makes it taste real good. There's a little spiciness to it.
I actually do it with your guac sauce. I really do. I make hot wings with your guac sauce all the time because I love the flavor of it. It seems to be when it caramelizes a little bit that you get just a little bit bigger sting off of it.
Or yeah, I can see that. I usually use the mild one because the kids, my daughter, my son doesn't eat chicken. Another story, but uh, my wife and Devin, they'll want to eat it, so I got to use the mild one.
You know what?
Oh,
Did you want to do a giveaway?
yeah, heck yeah, I do. I'm gonna go ahead and Roger Aaron up for a bottle. I didn't even talk to him yet. If he doesn't, I'll give from my stash. But I'm out. We already arranged a trade though, like case for case, and most of it's gonna go to personal use. I might take some to a festival and let people try it, maybe if I feel nice enough. But yeah, let's do a bottle or no, the duo, the flavor bomb.
All right.
Steak and avocado.
All right. What we're going to do, we have noticed that Facebook, sometimes Aaron says he's always down, so thank you, Aaron. Sometimes Facebook, when a lot of people are guessing at once, we found this out that the numbers do not go in order when it's live, but after the show, when you look at the comments, you can see that the who said the number first. So what we're going to do, we're going to give out a number for you to guess. And when we see that number come up, we're just going to say we have a winner, and we'll tell you what the winner is, or what the number is. And after the show, we'll go back and look at the comments to make sure we actually get the first person, because we want to be fair to the person that actually said it first. And it will show it properly on the replay afterwards. So I hope everybody understands that, and we can do it that way. But we already have a number picked. We both do. And you want to go ahead and give the variance between them?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and right now guess the number between 1 and 40.
1 and 40.
Right meow.
Right meow. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Super Troopers. Hey, Scott from Facebook is on here. Melissa is on here. They're guessing. They're already off and running. Robin. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for guessing. Chelsea. Well, everybody's guessing here. Now, once you got to North Carolina and you've gotten through all this, now you've started the business up. You've been into it a year. What do you see in the next year?
Well, if fast enough, we can get into Lowe's Foods and Harris Teeter up along the coast of North Carolina before that year mark. Where we're being really, really picky about it. We've already been accepted in it's about 30 stores.
Nice.
And we can deliver the sauce right now if we wanted, but we ran out of golden chili stickers. Oh. So we want. Yeah, on the neck of the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it right there. We wanted them on there, and we're gonna wait the week or two it takes to get them delivered to put them on there. So that's what it is. So if everything works out, we'll be in there before the year mark. But that'll be the answer to your question. If we don't, that's our next goal, is to get in those stores. But how it works. It's on consignment.
Okay.
So the good part of that is I do this full time, so I can go ahead and do those demos, and that's huge for us. Once someone tastes this stuff, it's like 99% chance they're going to buy it.
Yeah, I believe that's true, because whenever you go into a store and there's someone demoing, no matter what it is, they sell out. And I mean, and that's, we have Sam's Clubs here and Walmarts and stuff, and I'm sure you have them down there. But same with Costco. You go in, and that's what they do all day long. They demo just different stuff, and it sells out, and it's proof that it works.
So wait, you go to Sam's Club. At Sam's Club, you're supposed to buy those. You're not supposed to circle around to the next one and come back with like your hat on so they don't recognize you.
I don't even change the hat.
Man, little hot dogs on a toothpick.
Yeah, but it proves that demoing does work.
Yeah, well, it's especially we'll be like next to all the places we've done festivals. So if we set it up right,
and
that'll dictate the festivals we do, it's like when we go to expand to other stores, all right, well, where have we done festivals? Because then you get brand recognition. Or that's the question you get all the time is, where can I buy your stuff? Are you in any stores? And we're like, not yet, a couple more weeks, or whatever the answer is, or go online. And so that, yeah, so now we'll actually have, like, we'll tell them if there's one in the area. A lot of mom and pop shops, small stores, restaurants, a couple of them around the area, but they're talking about the big chain stuff. See, Matthew Phelps got the number right. I don't know if anybody else guessed it, but it was 34.
34.
That's how old Kendall is.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Or was that the year you were born?
Ow! Ow! Oh! Oh!
Burn. Oh, jeez.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
All right. You've burned me enough. What's next out here that you want to talk about? You had a whole list of things, and I've been all over the place.
Let's see. Oh. So I don't know. Like, I kind of wanted to talk a lot about transitioning, just from, we touched on the military thing, but I don't think it doesn't get talked a lot or talked enough about, in my opinion. And it's not only, I'm sure there's a couple veterans watching, but it's just to give everybody a little insight on. I mean, this is touchy stuff, but like the depression and like the suicide rate, and I hate to say that, but just all the stuff that comes along with it, and why that happens. Excuse me. We think, oh, everybody's seen bad stuff, and it's on their mind all the time, and they have the flashbacks like in the movies, and that might be part of it for some people, but it's just like, I'll use myself as an example. There's stuff I don't mind talking about. There's stuff that
Right.
I do mind, and but you get out. Like, I did 11 years, and you're a part of something. You have responsibilities. You have people depending on you, and you have other people you can depend on. And Brittany's been there, so her aside, like coworkers, fellow Marines, that kind of thing. You have that, and you're entrusted in expensive equipment, just different things, and you have a purpose, and you work so hard to get so high or to your certain rank or whatever it is, and it's just the very next day after you get out, you start over.
Yeah.
You're making less than half of what you were making as far as money. Your schedule is horrible. People are looking at you like you're the new guy, that you don't know anything. It's like, well, I might be new here, but I'm not new to life. I've done things before, but it's just, it sucks, and it takes a toll on your family because they're used to such a quality of life that you've been providing.
Right.
And you sit there and you watch them just not have it, and not that they're complaining. They're used to one thing, and now they're not getting it. So it's not like we had an extravagant lifestyle. We have what we need now. We're thankful for it, but it's there's the added stress of, are we going to keep it up or not, type of thing. There's no steady paycheck on the first and 15th anymore. Excuse me. So I don't know if I wouldn't really call that PTSD. People throw that around a lot, and people tend to relate that to just combat stress, PTSD. I saw some things, like, just messing with your head type of thing. And I think there's different forms of it. You have like the stories that you go tell your buddies that you laugh about. You have the stories you tell your mom, and then you have the stories you don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Right. So there's there's that, and then those stories you don't tell anybody, you kind of live with, and you want to. For me, as a non-infantry guy, and I deployed at and did, the infantry stuff as a squad leader. I wasn't a war hero by any means, but I did what I did, and I did what I was told, and did my part. But it doesn't matter your job while you're out there. Even the guys that were on the camp, like the main camp, sleeping in a normal bed, like those guys. Within the military community, they kind of get put down a little bit, and don't you dare say you have problems sleeping at night or have things going on. It might not be combat stress related, but you got to realize those guys are away from their family for 12 months at a time,
Right.
6 months and 6 months there, and when you come back, you're not the same person anymore. You know, uh, everybody else isn't the same people. So while you're over there, you got to worry about is my wife okay? No matter what you're doing, I don't care. I could be in a gunfight or whatever. Like I don't care. I want to know if my wife is safe.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't care what you're doing over there. You could be pushing papers or running around with a gun. It doesn't matter. You're away from home, and I'm trying not to decide if I want to say what I want to say, but nah, I won't. But anyway, so it's like you got different forms of it, and it's hard to talk about for guys who weren't in that serious stuff, like that have like extremely cool stories. Everybody else is. I don't want them to point at me and laugh because I wasn't doing cool stuff like them, but I do have problems, so I just kind of keep them bottled up. So you got to realize that there's other ways that it can out and start over, or you're gone for a year, you come back. So there is just, yeah, you miss out on a year of your kids' lives.
Yeah.
You miss out. Your wife misses out on. I counted. Brendan could probably tell you it was my going away lunch, dinner, going away party with my last command, and all the days I had duty. That's when you stay at work, sleep overnight, make sure the building doesn't burn down, make sure no one breaks into it or whatever. So it's a 24-hour post. So I counted all the duty days, all the um, days I was gone at these different schools, deployments, just where she had to be home alone with the kid. And it was like for 2 years worth, like combined, like adding all the days and the months, and everything, over 2 years worth of her having to be a single mom. And majority of it, or a good part of it, was done here in North Carolina, where we didn't have family of help.
Right.
So that's another toll it takes on the family. It's not just like guys like me. It's she has the added stress of trying to get as many hours of work as she can to help get the school lunches for the kids starting school tomorrow. So it's like we're still transitioning. It's been 2.5 years. It doesn't seem like that long, or maybe it does, but it's been 2.5 years, and we're still transitioning. And it's not easy. I just wanted to let everybody know, everybody that's watching, if like Mark, he was a Marine, guys, or if anybody knows anybody that needs someone to talk to about stuff. And it's not just so much talking me off the ledge. I'm here for that too. I put my phone number on my profile many times, and if anybody messages me, wants to talk, I'll drop what I'm doing and talk to you. If you need advice on business thing, like we're having these family problems, I've probably been there, and I can tell you how we pulled out of it, and I can help you out. I can be that person for you that was there for me, if you know what I mean. So
Absolutely.
And that's kind of, yeah. So that's kind of my way of donating to charity for now.
Yeah.
Until we can do more. And as the business grows, we will do more. and portion of the proceeds from whatever will go, uh, we'll choose probably a couple good charities. Um, and when that time comes, I'll look more into it. But right now, I got to put it back in the business so we can grow, and,
Right.
and in the long run, actually do a lot for some people.
You know, Tom, I think I've seen a side here that I've never seen from you before, and it's nothing but true heart that you're showing, and it's pretty incredible. Never did I think that talking about hot sauce would be uh, such a tug, and
Yeah.
I want to thank you very much for your service and your wife for bringing you along the way. Anybody else out there who has been in the service, I want to thank you all for what you've done, and I don't think people who never have been there really understand what you guys gone through. You've shared a little bit with me, and I don't even think that still probably helps me understand, but I think it helps me look in the direction of what you're trying to tell us. And it takes a big man to say you're going to help somebody and be somebody there with them. And thank you very much. You're one hell of a guy. Thank you.
Thanks for saying thanks.
You bet.
Yeah, man.
Tom, why don't we wrap this up and everybody say thank you to Tom. And God, man, you pulled at me tonight, my man.
Hey, yeah, I pulled it back. There was maybe I could tell you one-on-one one day what I was gonna say, but it's tough, man. And I know if I've been through things. There's definitely people who've been through worse. There's different styles. So, like I said, just because someone they weren't in like the invasion of Fallujah like back in the day, or like in the bloodiest battle of this, doesn't mean that they won't have uh, problems or like things don't bother them, and take some time to get over it if you ever do.
Yeah.
So send them my way because I like talking about that stuff. As you can see, I didn't shut up at all. But send them my way, and not like I'll do my part. I'll try to help.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for being on the show tonight, Tom. I want you to go give that wife of yours a big hug and give the kids a hug. And uh, you're one hell of a guy. Thank you very much for sharing that with us tonight. And everybody watching out there, check out SoCal Hot Sauces. Get the new flavor bomb between Tom and Aaron. They've done a fantastic job putting this together. Tom is what a guy. Thank you very much for being on the show tonight.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
My mom is right there. Elsie Lopez. She's they remind me a couple things. She's the one that taught me how to make a green sauce.
Nice.
And just like everything she taught me to make, I put a little extra of my stuff, whatever it might be, in there. So there she is, Elsie Lopez. And I hope you don't mind, Kendall, but everybody say for Kendall, mom isn't feeling too well. She's not doing her best. So everybody loves you, man.
Thank you.
And and I haven't stopped thinking about it either, man. So we're here. If there's anything we can do from where we're at, man.
I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people that wanna that's just there for all of us, and I appreciate all your support and all your prayers. And I think we're gonna call it a night, my man. Thank you for everybody for watching, and until next time, remember, keep tasting the heat.
Thanks, Kendall.
Good night.